Girl Scouting in Harlem started because it was actually at the Church of Intercession. It wasn't a council like we have it now as service unit. They were called in districts. All of these little districts, even though they were in different areas of the country popping up. We had Mrs. Bear in New York City at the Church of Intercession, but they were networked to Girl Scout of USA and not Girl Scouts Greater New York as is known today. It's still the oldest troop that still exists in the United States. The number is 3004. So there were only 3 other troops that was registered with Girl Scouts of USA at that time.
This group, the picture of the girls, and what progressed on. This was a picture that was taken in 1929, okay, as they further grew into their session. They had Girl Scouts at Intercession Church before council really recognized them. We lacked in that area of town, 159th Street, 8th Avenue, anything for girls. It was a need that was desperately there for our girls to learn something other than just school and coming home or being outside and doing nothing constructive.
We have girls that come from all different schools. We even have a couple of girls from different boroughs. So just even within the troop themselves, learning that Girl Scouts can be diverse. We have some girls who live up the block and some girls that come down from the Bronx. So they learn that way. And then definitely we've all come to meetings at other places. I'm very big. If we're invited to go somewhere, I try to get us out and about.
I did do Girl Scouts as a junior, but I went into cadet and I learned how to ice skate in Girl Scouting. So that was a lot of fun, you know. And just seeing other young ladies that went away to school, graduated, you know, it makes me feel good that Girl Scouting and as you know, being maybe touching their life as a leader made me feel so good. And when I look back at that, I really do feel proud of everything that these young ladies have done from Scouting. And Scouting opens up a lot of doors.
The focus hasn't changed. We're still geared to developing leadership, the self-esteem, and determination for young women. It didn't venture out like we are today. It was basically around more the home economic skills, as opposed to today when we're teaching them how to really compete with their counterpart, which is the male in the business world.
I have a couple who've been with me since they were Brownies, so they were 3rd graders. Some of them were even 1st graders. And now these are young women who are in high school. And just to have seen them develop into women who are no longer afraid of trying something new and are willing to go out and talk to people about things and to stand up for what they believe in and to have an opinion on something.
They love camping. They love camping. They love the whole experience of being in the teams and, you know, making the caper charts.
We have some girls, I know in my troop, one girl never had been out of New York City, okay? Never had another girl that never spent the night overnight from her parents. Never experienced that. And that's why I was so happy to do that, to take my girls camping so they can experience that, you know. And then there were some girls that were up at camp, never experienced bugs. So that's why I think Girl Scouting needs to continue with that aspect of Girl Scouting, to get these girls, inner city girls, lack of a better word, to experience those things outside of the city. On that other side of the technology and all that kind of stuff, Girl Scout is accomplishing that by providing these classes for the girls and stuff like that, because this is the world they live in now.
It has a lot of significance because to knowing that we still have some black troops involved in Girl Scout, and we're still trying to make the girls aware of what's wrong and what they could be entitled to.
Rosemary Sherman is the one that started Girl Scouting at Union Baptist Church, and her first troop was in 1937, and it would just amaze me. It's rich, you know. I'm just getting goosebumps thinking about it, and I'm glad that someone had the hindsight to give of themselves and be a difference in a girl's life. And I think that's what we continue as leaders today that we're doing, now that we're in 2015.
The challenges are you have to get the girls involved. Then once you get them here, you have to pique their interest to keep them interested. You have to do some inventive things that will keep them interested. And that's letting them learn how to lead themselves and letting them be team players and team builders. Now, once they get that connection, they become lifelong friends. They really do, they bond. So when they go out into the real world, the high school, the outside, bullying doesn't affect them the same way it would affect someone who hasn't had that kind of exposure or acceptance. They know how to put a break on. They know how to say, no, that doesn't touch me. If we look at Girl Scouting in Harlem as of today, we're not as numerous as we were, say, 4 years ago. They have impacted their immediate community if they're serving in church, but they're also doing community service with soup kitchens. They're doing community service with nursing homes in their immediate area. What they lack to keep up the speed that we normally had in the past is funds, because they cannot afford to keep registration going, the opportunities that girls can get involved in, that is a dollar figure that they may not be able to actually be exposed to because of the hindrance of the financial obligation.
To know that they've been around for 100 years, see, I didn't even know that until I got to be a leader myself. I didn't even know that Girl Scouts still existed in Harlem. And I hear that so many times when we go out with our girls, that people don't know that there's still Girl Scouts in Harlem. So I think it's really important that people do know that we've been here so long, that we are still active, we're still training girls on how to grow strong and, you know, to feel important about themselves, confident. So I think that it's a wonderful thing, because there are so many different institutions that have faded away over the years. But I just think that we need to even bring it out even more, that, hey, we've been here for 100 years and we're going to stay here. We're going to continue to grow. And we want people to know that we're here and what we're doing, and to be supportive, and that we're more than just the cookies.